Previously on Welcome to You Are Doom.
Yeah,
Oh my
you should
God.
see the original British cut of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, the 1991. The BBFC, which is the British version of the MPAA, had a huge issue with nunchucks in anything, and like the entire end bit where Shredder like sort of charges towards Splinter and he uses the nunchucks. I had no idea that Splinter uses the nunchucks and like flips him over the edge. It just looks like the way it's cut. It literally just looks like that Shredder like charges at him, goes "Roar!" and then just trips and falls off the roof.
That's the one thing we love about Shredder is he is incredibly clumsy.
Hi, welcome to You Are Doomed. Me, your host, is always Bryan Dressel. With me, as always, is Graham, Sinn, Mason.
Oh, great. It's got bits of glass in it.
And we have Matt, Valerie, Dykes. I had to go for the names that were fun to yell, right? Right?
Yeah.
Fair.
So this week we are covering episodes Pimp My Revenue and XPO.
Indeed.
Pretty exciting stuff. This sound is not as excited as possible. No, this is the first episode.
Pretty
I teased last
exciting.
week. I guess. No, last week I mentioned that this episode, specifically the first one we're covering today, was the moment that I went, oh, holy shit, I love this show. There is a moment in this episode that named our TV show, my God. There's a moment that in this episode that named our podcast. There's a moment in this thing that I quote anytime I get behind a specific car in traffic. This episode has stuck with me so much that I could honestly say it's part of the reason we're doing this podcast. Pimp My Revenue. And then XPO was also a good episode, but not Pimp My Revenue.
Right. No, this is pretty amazing. And, I mean, talk about quotables. It's just... I'm just flipping through them right now. Oh my God. So many.
It's not just like don't get me wrong. Everything in this episode is fucking funny. Like the whole Verl and, I always forget her name. Verl and...
M something, isn't it?
Either way. The talk show with the quote-unquote
Millie?
Regis and Kelly, whoever they were. That whole talk show is hilarious, but this also has the breakdown of that postcard, which, like, that alone would have been the funniest moment in any episode of just him losing his mind while watching the episode with Daquil just making fun of him and then bitching at Valerie about it. That would have already been the funniest thing ever. But then we have him going on the show, and it's like, holy fuck, this episode just keeps outdoing itself. Like, just a moment after moment after moment, this episode is just pure gold.
Yep.
It just, oh God, I don't want to say it because it's one of my quotes.
Well, we're going to have to because there's just too many. Like, and there's just, there's too fucking many. And this one also has a few things that start here and then continue throughout the entire show. Specifically, I'm thinking of just the word cacao. You also have the first time Killface goes, son of a whore! Like, there are things in this episode that stick throughout the entirety of the show. And it's just so fucking funny. It's just so fucking funny. But let's start with a very quick breakdown. Who went last week? Was it Graham or Matt?
It was me.
So Graham, you're up.
Oh, that's how I don't just get skipped?
No, just log line.
I have a breakdown.
Yeah, let's let Matt do it. Good job, Graham. Thanks for being a team player. Matt, go ahead.
It's just an advert for the new Scion TC.
Okay, that'll work.
Oh, great.
I'll take
Done.
it. I will just say that this is I'll be the third one in line to take up for Graham's failure. This episode is pretty briefly. It's just Killface's postcard didn't go very well, but then it got on the morning talk show where they all made fun of him. So he goes on the talk show to defend the postcard, and comedy ensues. There, now we can talk.
It's not just a postcard; it's a direct mailing campaign. So
sure,
there
with a coupon on it. $6 $3.99.
$6.99.
Seems
damn. That's a good deal.
$6.99.
It's a great goddamn deal.
Such a good deal. As much as I do enjoy finally having, after the first 2 episodes, Killface and Xander on the show together, this one's more of a Killface episode. Like, because it's just more his episode to shine by a long shot.
Oh, absolutely. I think even in my... all of my quotes are from Killface moments.
Yeah, all of mine are.
Well, I do have one very important Xander and Whatley moment that starts in this thing with Las Vegas, of course. But otherwise, yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's all Killface. But yeah, the Las Vegas thing starts here. Another quote that has just creeped into my life that I say all the fucking time. Anybody ever asked me to go to Las Vegas, I'm always with, I like to call it Lost Wages.
That's a good one. He just says it, and Xander thinks it's hilarious every time.
Every fucking time. And I hate spoiling upcoming episodes, but when it's outside of the window, it's the funniest. Like, off screen, you just hear him just, we met in Las Vegas, I like to call it Lost Wages. Fucking love Whatley. But yes, back to Killface. I'm just looking at the entirety of my notes, and it's just so good. So starting with we'll just kind of go chronologically. So it starts with him going through his postcard. You have him talking to Simon. Oh, Papa's postcard is on telly. And then, of course, we have the
You're not going to ruin the smile.
Yep. Do you hear me smiling? Immediately followed up by some actual character growth for Simon, where we find out that he has weight gain problems.
Aww.
Sin was just
3 pounds
vicious.
this week. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to his self-esteem.
He always throws his food on the floor. Why is he so fat? Fucking good. But I do love the father-son relationship between Killface and Simon just cracks me up. And I love Sin being there as, like, not his mother, but, motherly. And even so, like, pretty horrible at it.
Do you like a mother figure? Yes. Well, she's a synthetic human, so what can you expect?
Yeah, she does the best she can, I guess. And this one also, we start seeing a little bit more from Valerie. Valerie, she's getting a little bit more loosey-goosey in her role as the sole captive of Killface. She'll actually talk back to him now. You signed off on the proofs.
Yeah. Say I signed off on the proofs one more time.
And I love the whole, like, when he's talking to her about how the booking agent from Mitzi and Verl, I remember the name of the show now, Mitzi and Verl.
Good job.
Mitzi and Verl's show, when she's talking to them, like oh my god, if you get me on that show, you could name your reward. Let me go? Well, anything but that.
And I like how
punching on her face. A single tear.
And I like her, like, pithy comeback with her little guitar.
Oh yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Like, oh man, she is in for a hell of a journey. And I think that's kind of where it starts. Like, if you look at it, like, that's kind of her last, like, let me go. I'm never going to do that. Okay. And now she's going to start taking her life in her own hands. It's kind of fun.
And I like also how much Killface knows the show Mitzi and Verl, to where he's like, oh, if you can get me on that show. Well, actually, the part of the 2 parts after, because all that before that is just garbage. How do you watch the show all the time?
Well, it says so
much
much
of your
about
life is
Killface.
watching TV, Mr. Killface.
But, like, Killface is, like, such a standard, like, self-hating TV watcher of, like, that show's horrible, I hate it. Have you ever missed an episode? No. But it's a horrible show. Like, I don't know anything about it, but I know their exact breakdown of every episode, like where the garbage time is, where the plugs are. He knew all of it.
Yep. And he knows that Taquil is on TV all the time too.
Oh yeah.
Can you leave your house without seeing that guy on TV?
I do love the bit where he's stood in backstage waiting to go, and he's like, they just wasted the first half of my part. And then the Scion TC marketing guy is like, oh, people love it though.
We love that pithy comeback over at Scion.
Oh my god!
How good's the healthcare there at
reply,
Scion?
like,
Great! PPO.
Just jumps on him. And I love the way it's paid off later on, where it just cuts to him laid on the sofa with no skin. And he's like, no, they're loving it. Also, can you transfer me to HR?
I love that he's still wearing his clothes.
Yeah. Somehow managed to be skinned alive, but he's still wearing his clothes.
That's Killface for you.
He's good at what he does. And then when we move into Killface on the episode, and holy fuck, like he's so confident about how this is gonna go. And you have Mitzi and Verl, and they're doing their whole like, yeah, as they're having such a good time. And the Excos are watching the episode, and they're getting so sucked into it. Like as Verl keeps talking about the Scion TC, they're like, oh my god, I need that. Like chanting for the car.
Yeah, TC.
Like everything is going so well, and then Killface comes out and immediate crickets. Like nobody cares. And like his intro joke is just so like cringeworthy. Maybe they had some of the green room snacks.
It's just the delivery of it as well. It's like he already knows he's dying on stage, like before he's even finished the joke. And
it's so good, but he picks it up. You know, Verl really knows how to, you know, pump action back into the show. He's just like, I just love that. His first entrance. We're back with our next guest. He calls himself the Scourge of God. He says he's going to push the planet into the sun. Bing, bong, bing. Make some noise for Killface. And then just dead silence. You're like, well, good attempt there, Verl. Good attempt.
Verl's dig at the audience. Like, he gets so mad. Terrible audience.
A terrible audience. What is the applause sign broken? Great. Then he brings it back again. And then
he does.
One of my so many quotables. Think you could. Think you could. Think you could bench a Scion.
I swear to God, if I'm ever driving and we ever get behind a Scion TC, every fucking time I'll look at my wife and go, hey, honey, think you could? And she'll just like, what? Think you could? What are you talking? Oh my God. And then she'll look for the Scion TC. Like, I've gotten to the point now where it's just like, she's just mildly annoyed and knows what I'm doing. It's taken years to get there. I've even had her watch the show once. And yeah, no, that's the one. And luckily, the woman who owns the comic book shop that I go to all the time, Neil Adams' Krusty Bunker, go check it out if you live in LA. She also drives a Scion TC, and whenever I park behind her, think you could? Oh my God, let it go.
See, I had no idea that Scion TC was a real car. I thought it was just something made up for this
series.
Cause,
no, it's real.
Funnily enough,
it's a real fucking car.
Don't have them in the UK.
I mean, it has an MP3 plug for ripping and burning and whatever.
Which that's not what it's for at all.
Not at all.
I don't know what the hell
I've
she's
just
doing.
Googled it. That's a real car?
Yeah. It's a real car.
And that's exactly what it looks like. And those are exactly its features. And
oh yeah,
I mean, it's like, as again, one of those things of like one of those references. When this show came out, that car was real and coming out, and it was hot, and it was the new hot thing. And you're like, wait, what? This is episode. Is this whole show a marketing campaign for the Scion TC? What's happening? Like they even bought the Taquille's movie.
Oh my God, I forgot to mention Taquille's movie. How do we not mention Taquille's movie? What the fuck is Taquille's movie?
Yeah,
Reservoir Dogs with clowns?
Yeah.
And it's like, line for
You're
line,
not gonna die. Say the fucking words. Perky.
Honka
honka.
I knew I fucking recognized that line until you said as well that it was Reservoir Dogs. I was like,
it's the actual scene.
Yeah,
you're not gonna die. Say the fucking words. Squeaky, squeaky.
Oh man, I should have known that though, because when we were on the Tarantino battle way back when, Reservoir Dogs was my film on there.
Yeah, you should have got that.
That was a year ago.
Oh well, yeah. Who can remember anything from a year ago?
I can't remember anything from a week ago. Who are you? Where am I?
What is time? All right, well then, I think we've
You're
kind of
all
said everything about
doomed.
that first episode, right? Oh yeah, I guess we should finish what the show does. I'm just getting beyond frustrated, screaming at them, insulting their car as they like, oh look, he's still talking about the car, and they just start sliding and stuff behind him, and as he realizes, I won't be your pitchman!
Won't be your pitch man.
You're doomed!
Whatever.
Pout storms
I'm
off
fine
the
with
stage.
I'm happy with my little gift bag. The Lennox Avenue ladybugs got fleeces!
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. By the end of this episode, I was in love with this show.
Yep. This is it. This is...
It's just so good. It's like, now it's even better to me than now that I know that the Sinn TC is a real car as well. That just makes it
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
so much better.
It's insane.
Good God.
God, it's so good. So let's move into the next episode for today. That would be XPO. This one is a little bit more centered on Xander Cruz, although, of course, Killface is still there. This one is all about the end of the last episode. They came up with a plan to go to Las Vegas to figure out the Vilabouts of the Ware and Kelly. Nice.
You beat me to it.
Did I just say Vilabouts to Ware and Kelly?
Oh, I fucking love that.
Been doing that a lot lately.
Another one of the quotes I'd written down.
Just Operation Snooper Facts. There's so much in this episode too. Like, fuck, every episode is so goddamn jam packed. Here, I kind of did the last one. We're gonna skip Graham again because fuck that noise.
Yeah,
Matt, you want a very quick breakdown of XPO?
But I gave a breakdown of the last one.
So did
Yeah, but
I.
then-
We both
But then Brian
did.
fixed it for you.
Because you had a joke breakdown. I had a bad breakdown, and I'll take the bad one over the joke.
And over mine. Because we all don't want that.
I mean, yours take twice as long as the actual thing lasts.
That's
usually.
true.
So.
That's true. But this is now taking that same amount of time, so you should just go.
Previously on...
Yeah, so Xander Cruz comes up with an idea to basically get Killface to sign his likeness away or something like that by creating a fake expo for him to earn a lot of money. And they go to Las Vegas, which I like to call lost wages.
Nice.
Nice.
And then he ends up just giving the prize money to the fake product that Whatley creates,
Which is genius.
Ant Farm keyboard.
It's a genius product.
But Killface gets the 64,000 for best production.
Yeah, best performance. Which it was.
Yeah, best performance.
I mean, we didn't see the full performance, but I
We
mean,
didn't
you could
see
just
it.
tell. You could just tell.
I mean,
they were
Killface
off.
was dressed as Elvis Presley.
They were off to a good start. They were off to a really good start.
They were. It looked like it was going to be really cool. But, Ant Farm keyboard.
Which is super nice for them to give us one as well.
And super mature of Simon to smash it in the back like that. Pride is a fool's fortune. Now who's for Denny's?
Like how they just sit there for a moment, and then you can just see the ants slowly crawl.
Yeah.
Like I said, if the last episode's where I decided I loved this show, like this episode just solidifies it. Because it's just like, all right, the last episode wasn't a fluke. It's the show is this funny. That's what you're watching.
Yep.
I still love the line that Stan has, like when Whatley's just finished his presentation, like, "Thank you, Mr. Whatley, whom I've never met, for that invention of sorts."
Invention of sorts. Oh my god.
Yep.
All right, dialing all the way back to the beginning, we'll kind of like move through it because I think that's kind of the best way to review this show is just kind of moving through it and like what stood out to us. And I gotta say, Operation Snooper Facts with the fax machine fucking kills me
Yep.
because that just
You can't
the
fax
camera
glitter.
in the fax machine. Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude.
Not with any attitude. That's what I meant earlier about or last week with Stan's lines. They're not always great, but when they are, they're fucking amazing. And not with any attitude gets me every time.
Yep.
Everything
Like
about the fax scene is great.
You can't send it out like there's mucilage. Part of the fax.
Swab it out. What do you think we have those expensive swabs for?
You swab out the mucilage. Stan
God.
is a great
But-
straight man. That's for sure.
He is.
And then
A little bit
for
more
now,
angry than your average straight man.
Yeah.
But,
and then
still,
he
yeah.
has his own arc that you would never guess as well. So amazing.
Oh boy, does he.
Yes.
My God. Just seeing where these characters start and where they go. Whew.
I like how with the facts, he does the initial fax for the $12 billion or what have you. And then he's like, well, I mean, yeah, that would be great, $12 billion, but that's still not going to cover the 64,000. Oh my God! He sends another fax and he writes, P.S., $64,000 for the best performance. And he writes 6-4 and then spells out $1,000. Not $64,000, $64,000. And it's like, what is happening? Who are you? And it's perfect. He's Xander Cruz. That's exactly how he would do it.
I've watched this show a number of times and I've never once caught that.
I just caught it this one time and I'm like, you wrote out 1,000. Who does that?
But even then, right past that, when they're on their road trip with Phil and Simon and Sinn in the car, and Phil is just being very Phil, and Killface has to pull over to beat him up a little bit, and Simon starts making fun of him. Like, we already had that incredibly hilarious moment just a moment ago, and then we come over to here and you have, yes, pick on him, push him down,
push him down.
Like, holy fuck! And that,
I just love the cut though. Like, you don't even see him get beaten up. It's just like a cut from them, like just sitting in the car. You see another image, and then you cut back to, and there's just Phil with the the plasters on his face and the tissue up his nose,
and you get it.
Just a few bruises.
At least he still has flesh, though. Compared to the Cyan TC guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God! And then we get to the actual Vegas thing, and we have Whatley and his clutch of eggs.
God, yeah. Whenever he has any natural predators, I mean seagulls. Gross.
And just Killface's response to it is just so good. Just did you just lay a clutch of eggs? Don't see that every day. One hopes.
Yeah.
Like, he takes it in stride, but is also severely grossed out by it. It's just kind of amazing. Trying to think of other things we need to hit on this episode. Grace Ryan has a little bit. She takes her first steps into the next stages of her story, where she cheats on Xander Cruz for the first time with a child.
Can't wait for the guys.
How old is that kid supposed to be?
Maybe
I took it like 16, 17 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I would say not quite 18 would be my bet.
Yes, indeed.
And just because of she's sitting there, she's so mad at herself, so embarrassed, and he's just like, "Oh, I can't wait till I tell the guys about this. Do you like Xbox, sweetie? I'm tired.
Sweetie, I'm tired."
I just love the bit where she sees Xander and like the eyes literally go red as well. I think that's quite a good moment in the way it's shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll stop there. I'm trying not to spoil things with her.
Yep.
She becomes so awesome.
Yep. I was about to go there, but I didn't.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I really like the fact that it's a fax machine as well. Operation Snooper Fax. Again, what we were talking about before, like with the dating of it.
Yeah. That joke was even dated at the time too. And then we have.
Yeah, exactly. It's that continuing thing of like, dated jokes at the time, which now looking at 13, 14 years later or however long it's been, it's even more dated and it makes it even funnier.
Oh yeah, especially if you can't fax
and it's
glitter.
just like
Holy
it's just
shit.
a factory just in the middle of his apartment house
condo, I think.
Like just in the middle of the floor.
And he's just so fine with it. Just whatever. Look, it's telling me I can win money.
Yes, I can sell this fax machine for $16 billion.
You are so very, 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 very smart. And pretty. I said, whence, woman? Whence?
Another just little throwaway moment in this episode that fucking gets me every time is the second time Whatley lays a clutch of eggs and gets attacked by a bunch of seagulls.
Oh, but I gave you breadcrumbs.
Seriously, Whatley's the best.
Inside as well.
Yeah, totally. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, it's Vegas, so things happen.
Hey, I like to call it lost wages.
Nice. So another thing I wanted to mention before we get into is just this real quick scene that happens when Xander Cruz and the Extricals, or sorry, not Xander Cruz. Oh my gosh, that was a mistake. I don't know where Xander Cruz came from, but Awesome X. And the Xicals break into the cleaners, and they're trying to find out where everybody is, I guess, or find out Killface his location or something, or where to put the facts or something. I don't know how really that goes, but anyways, the Villabouts of whatever
Of the Warren Kelly.
of the Warren Kelly, and it comes out that damn guy. He's like, hey, yeah, I'm actually I actually have what's that loan?
Minority business.
I'm actually working on a minority business loan. It's like, those loans are for non-threatening, educating women of color. Yeah, maybe she wants to go into real estate or open up a beauty salon. Just
I also love that
beautiful
his
fucking
responses. Yeah, his response is to murder the guy taking advantage of the government program. It's like, wow, surprisingly progressive of you, Xander Cruz.
Yeah.
Like, kind of didn't see that coming.
And I like how nail on the head he is for non-threatening, educated women of color. Yeah, fair.
Oh god, it's
Fair.
so good.
Like, there's something that I think we'll probably
So I just wanted to
see
mention that.
as we move throughout this show. That, like, oh yeah, yeah. There's something about this show that I think as we kind of move through it, we'll see more and more. And like, as much as I've always loved Adam Reed for this show, C-Lab and Archer and all of that, there's something about this show in particular that I feel like it is the most unfiltered Adam Reed. I could be wrong. Like, maybe he's like, no, I was terribly restrained on that show. But this one just feels like he is allowed and willing to be his weirdest.
Yep. All over.
Yeah. I mean, like, Archer gets weird at times, but I don't think it ever got this weird.
No. Except for the one time Mr. Ford showed up and I was like, oh, I was so excited to see Mr. Ford and Archer. And
Wait, hold on. Matt, do you know Mr. Ford?
I don't think he does.
Not yet. Okay.
Which one is Mr.
Great.
Is
Nope,
he from...
Nope.
I won't
Okay.
tell you where he's from. I will just say that he is in an episode of Archer and he just goes, ha, my ass is everywhere.
I haven't seen that. It's amazing.
It's a very Mr.
That's
Ford
brilliant.
moment.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Previously on...
Okay. My ass is everywhere. I love Mr. Ford. Okay, so that is our 2 episodes for this week. We're going to go through and do our favorite quotes, and then we'll do some plugs, and then we'll say goodbye. I went first last week for quotes, so Graham, why don't you go first this week?
Well, I mean, I already mentioned all of them. So let's find one. I mean, it's the name of the show,
Yeah.
kind of.
There's going to be one of us.
Is this some sort of ironic doom?
Why is the doom in quotes?
It shouldn't be in quotes.
Is the wink implied?
Is the wink implied? So I got the whole... I actually rewound
Oh, to write
several times to write this whole
Of course.
thing down.
And I just wanted to highlight,
It's-
because it's like, I knew we're going to spend a bunch of time on it. And even if we don't, it's implied. I just wanted to pick out just his little freak out. I mean, the whole thing is his freak out, but that little freak out of, is this some sort of ironic doom? It's just, he nails that. I mean, you talk about quality voice acting, that's perfect. Nail on the head right there. Done. In a box. Shut up. Closed. It's finished.
So fucking good. Matt, what was the whole line?
Why does it say, welcome to You Are Doom? What does that even mean? And why in God's name is doom in quotation marks? Is it some sort of ironic doom? Is the wink implied? You signed off on the proof.
Oh, God. It's so good. I think...
Oh god, that like the first time I saw that bit killed me as well. That's one of those pause the episode moments because I'm laughing so much I don't even know what's coming next.
Yep. So that's my
it's
first
one of
quote.
the best mo- Yeah.
So the
What
second...
was your second quote?
Since we like that one, collectively, I would assume. This is when they're driving back from Lost Wages. 16 hours in a car. How many times did I say, no sabotaging the other inventors dressed as nuns? At least a dozen. That's actually at the XPO, I'm sorry.
How the
That's
hell
actually-
did you get my quote? I was literally going to use that one as well.
I mean, that's kind of hilarious.
I'm watching you.
I fucking love
It's
that.
amazing. It's so specific. It's one of those very, very specific things.
That's the thing that I
60
love about
hours
it.
in the car.
Just
How many times
how
did I say?
specific it is.
No sabotaging the other inventors dressed as nuns. And then just seeing him just admonish Simon and what's his name?
Phil.
Phil. Both dressed as nuns. Phil holding an RPG. Simon with fucking goggles on his head. You're like, oh my god. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's just the line and just the sight gag of it all is just too fucking good.
At least a dozen.
It's just the specificity of it as well. Like, how many times did I say no sabotaging the other inventors dressed as nuns?
And I love that if we said it a dozen times and they still was like, we're gonna do it.
You know one thing we should do.
Okay, so my
those are
two
my quotes.
For the first episode, for my quotes, I gotta go with, we mentioned it because how could we not? But it's got to be think you could bench a Scion, because goddamn it,
solid.
It was between that one and then the Lennox Avenue Ladybugs Got Fleeces, because that's also amazing. But the second episode, I would have guessed what my quote would have been until I rewatched it last night, and it has to be, "Do you like Xbox, sweetie? I'm tired." I love Grace Ryan. I think she's fucking hilarious, and that moment is one of her best. It's just so belittling. Like, he's asking about something he enjoys, and she's just, "Shut up, you're a child." This is so fast.
He's trying so hard, you know?
Yeah.
And,
He loves
you know, not to go
willing
too
to
far
die
into
for her.
spoilers. Yeah, he tries even harder a little later.
Matt, you kind of had quotes in there. Do you have backups?
Yeah. So my backup quote for the first episode, third episode, is just Killfish going, "You hear me smiling?"
I'm gonna do this. You hear me smiling?
He's got a big
Goddamn.
smile on. He's got a big smile on.
He does. It's not quite as good as ventriloquist smile, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
No, ventriloquist smile is amazing. It's so good, his ventriloquist smile. And then for the next episode, just going back to like the Stan quote. "Thank you, Mr. Watley, who I've never met, for that invention of sorts."
Oh my god.
It's just like another example of that, the sort of unbroken sentence thing, where it's like, "Thank you, Mr. Watley, who I've never met, for that invention of sorts." It just takes me back to, the first episode where it's like, oh god, I forgot what it was now, and I've closed my notes.
Great story.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna move on. So we should probably move into plugs, just to move ever so quickly along, because that was just funnier that way. So next week we have 2 more episodes coming up, and we have a very special guest joining us next week.
Mhm.
I'm debating on calling him the negative one, but we'll see. Because
Don't be a
gut
negative,
instinct on the
Noah.
show so far. his instinct on the show right now is no thank you. So I'm gonna be very interested to see if we can bring him over to the positive side, and I'm looking forward to doing that with some continuing down the line of insanely ridiculous episodes. Quick plugs around the table. Go to athpod.com for this show and every other show in the ATH Network, including Samwise, Demon Days, Behind the Hype, and Damage Boost. Check them out. If you like pop culture in any way, shape, or form, we have a show for you at athpod.com. Matt, what you plugging?
Not a lot, really. I've not really written any new articles because of COVID.
Riveting.
So-
Graham, what are you plugging?
Amazing. I
was going to say go check out my old ones, but no.
check out Matt's stuff on ATH Network. Look it up. There's lots of good stuff on there.
Ooh.
I'm there on some other things, like Venture Brothers,
You
the
are.
Venture Brothers podcast, which is about Venture Brothers, which is another show on Adult Swim. That's also good, and you should watch it.
If
It's
you're
hilarious.
subscribed to this show, you can just go back a whole bunch of episodes. They're still in there. You can go back in
kidding
the
me.
feed. You can find them.
It's in the feed.
Oh,
Go feed
in the
yourself.
feed. Whoa. So with that, I'm just gonna say bye. Look at that.
Bye, Matt.
Out again.
Bye, Matt. Ugh. We're all doomed.
Bye, Matt.